Hi guys, so we're in week 6, which means there's only 2 weeks left until I'm done with school, which is so exciting. This week we learned about mindfulness, which made me think a lot about the meditation stuff we did a few weeks ago. The article we read was pretty interesting. It talked about, mindfulness is the awareness without judgment, which we all judge somewhat because that's human nature. But I really liked how it was said it's mindfulness is directing attention to only one thing in the moment and paying attention to like what's in the here and now and gaining control of that attention. I am always all over the place, and so mindfulness might be a good thing for me to learn about because I'm always on the go and doing 4,000 things at once. So paying attention to one thing may not be the simplest thing for me to do, but would also be a very good thing for me to learn. I liked how the article said living with full awareness can be painful, which is totally true because you have to recognize your own feelings and your thoughts, and some of those can be hurtful and negative and bad, or maybe areas of like where you failed in life and you don't want to think about it, which is so true for me. Sometimes I don't jump off the cliff because I'm like afraid of failure. So maybe mindfulness would help me gain even more self-confidence in taking those big leaps of faith. Um, I thought of like using mindfulness to watch how my mind generates negative thoughts. I'm always my hardest critic, so using mindfulness may make me have more positive thoughts about aspects that I all do in life. The video with Shauna Shapiro, I think that's how you say that, was pretty interesting. I didn't know mindfulness was actually good for your brain. With cortical thickening, it helps sculpt and strengthen our brain in certain areas, and it is a huge tool for coping. Mindfulness I've never really associated with coping. I think I kind of use it as like a stress reliever is kind of what I've thought of it as. She said like our minds are wandering all the time, which mine totally does. In the meditation that I tried a few weeks back, my mind was like all over the place. But she said we have to train our minds to be where we already are. And like she said, it took her a long time to not let her mind wander. And so there's hope for me in that regard. And I loved how she said transformation is possible and perfection is not. So I always want to be perfect and have everything succeed and everything be at 100%, which is a negative aspect of my personality sometimes. And so maybe using mindfulness would help me, realize everything can't be perfect and failure is okay, but we can transform and better ourselves all along the way. So with how it's changed my view of mindfulness, mindfulness works. It's research based. I had no idea about that. And it decreases your stress levels and increases your immune system, which is always healthy for everybody. And I think mindfulness, for me, the biggest thing I learned is that maybe it can help me lower my own expectations of myself and lower myself being my toughest critic. And that would then help me be more self-confident in everything I do, even when it does like fall apart at the seams. I loved her talking about kind attention and how kindness gives us dopamine, which makes us happy people. And when she said the thing she said, I love, like, good morning, I love myself. So whenever I'm getting ready in the morning, I always tell myself today's going to be a great day. And it just kind of starts your day off like that much better. I don't necessarily say I love myself, but maybe that's an aspect I could add to it because it helps build my confidence every morning saying that. And then, you start anew every morning you wake up. So we had to do a mindful activity, and I did mindful seeing. I looked it up online, and it's when you're outside, which is shocking. I love being outside, right? And so it had me lay down like in the grass and look at everything around you and try not to like label or categorize things. So don't say it's a stop sign, don't say it's a tree. Instead, look at the colors and the movements of everything around you and notice how many different shapes there are in nature and in the world, and be observant and not critical, and don't be fixated on just like one little thing. I found myself getting distracted a couple times, and they said in order to help you not do that, just bring your mind back and notice a different color or a different shape, and really just let your mind kind of relax while you're in nature and not think about everything else that might be going on in the world, but you're focusing on the here and now with the colors and everything that's great with nature. I love that. I'll have to try some other activities to see if they work. Let me know what y'all did because I'm sure it could probably help me. Thanks a lot. Bye.